Hey guys, so first to start off I wanted to say that all of the sources I'm going to link in the description, all the sources for the information in this video. Okay, so so this week I'm going to be talking about Bubba the Shakespearean gorilla, who he is a 7-foot tall animatronic gorilla, and so from the what I could find, the oldest instance of him was on a 1981 CEI promotional, advertisement thingy. And he's shown on the first page of it, but it doesn't really mention him anywhere else in the ad. But design-wise, he's just a basic gorilla. Looks a lot like Fats, Fats Geronimo. But, although, trying to find recordings of him, of, seeing him visually, you can't really come across many, but the ones that do exist show that he had a lot of arm articulation. He could beat his chest and he could move his arms up and down and back and forth. He could move his arms all around. I think even one time I remember seeing him almost looks like he was scratching himself, scratched his chin or something. He could also move his head around a lot with his neck, and of course his mouth and eyes too. I haven't found anything saying who he was voiced by, but to me he sounds a lot like Fats, just like how he looks a lot like Fats, from the Rocket Fire Explosion. So I think he could have been voiced by Bert Wilson. Fats' voice actor. I believe Bert also voiced Admiral Ork too in the Moonrockers. But yeah. And then Bubba was also accompanied by an animatronic tree named Woody, on his stage. And Woody and Bubba would interact with each other during skits and songs, and they'd sing together. To me, though, it kind of sounded like Woody. Sounded a lot like Aaron Fechter. But that's just my guess. That's just speculation. That's not definitive. There is audio of several songs and skits for Bubba and Woody, including the songs Tusk by Fleetwood Mac, You May Be Right by Billy Joel or Joel. I'm not sure if it's Joel or Joel. Either one. And Mr. Bassman by Johnny Symbol, and there were some skits titled Hamlet and Deep in Uganda. It's unknown if there are any more of the show tapes that exist, or any more audio for the show tape that exists, but there's a recent Reddit post of someone remembering another, but I'll get onto that a little later. Bubba was at several IAAPA events, including the 1981 and 1985 events from what I could find, and there's some footage of him at one of the events on YouTube, but I don't know which one it is. Both the visual and audio quality of the video, though, of him at an IAAPA, but for the audio and visual quality of the video of him at the IAAPA is not that good. That's what I tried to say. I'm sorry, I can't speak. Yeah. So at first I had thought, though, that he could have been singing a different song at the IAAPA. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. But no, he wasn't actually singing a different song. He's just singing the video shows him singing the end of You May Be Right. Bubba also makes an appearance at the end of the 1991 creative engineering promotional video, which I'll have linked in the description. But that video had a collection of advertisements for the different animatronics that they had. It was advertising the normal Rocket Fire Explosion. A lot of it had the missions, though. A lot of it was dedicated to the missions, which I'll probably talk about one week, and then showed some miscellaneous ones, including Bubba. And in the promotional video, it shows the end of Bubba's Tusk performance, and it also gives you a pretty good look at all of his articulation. But after that, from my knowledge, he seems to have just been stored away in the creative engineering building. And from what I've seen of him, like more recent pictures of him, he's in basically fine condition. It's just that like his mask is a little worn. But on October 24th of 2022, or like around then at least, Bubba was moved out of the creative engineering building, because he was going to be moved to the creative engineering museum that Aaron is making. And he was going to be moved to there, which that museum is going to be in Palatka, Florida. Not really sure when that's supposed to be done by, but yeah. Sounds pretty interesting. I'm curious on what it's going to look like, because I'm probably going to, like, see any YouTubers who've gone there, like, watch them, because I don't live anywhere near Florida. Although, there might just be more than one, there might be more than just one Bubba in existence, though, because so far I've only talked about him like there's a single one. So, while gathering the information for this video, I found a website called showbizpizzapage.website2.me, and so the website, or like the article on the website that I found, claims that there's another unfinished Bubba that is sat on the roof of the creative engineering building to scare off intruders, but it doesn't really sound that true to me. That doesn't sound like something that would be real to me. And I couldn't find any, like, pictures of this supposed, like, unfinished Bubba, and also I couldn't find anyone else talking about it, like, on any other website. And also, like, in the article, there were, like, a lot of, like, weird grammar and spelling, like, errors. So, I kind of don't really think that the unfinished Bubba exists. But about a month ago, from when I'm recording this, which it's the 13th of August when I'm recording this, although I'm probably going to upload this probably like the 24th or around then if I had to guess. But yeah, about a month ago, a Redditor/YouTuber by the name of Schemes24601 made a Reddit post recalling seeing Bubba and Woody before. So apparently when Schemes24601 was 4 years old in 1985, they visited a restaurant at Point Pleasant Beach in New Jersey, and they said it was called Martell's, and from what I found, there's a place called Martell's Tiki Bar at Point Pleasant Beach. So, they say that they remember Bubba and Woody singing a song called Happy Together by the Turtles. And lastly, they also show a picture of themselves when they were 4 with Bubba and Woody, like in front of Bubba and Woody. So yeah, so multiple Bubbas might be out there somewhere in circulation. Or I guess, I don't know. I think it would make more sense though for that to just be a whole different Bubba than the one in than it being the exact same as the one in the advertisements. So yeah, and then also, if Schemes24601 does remember correctly about them singing that song, though, then that means there could be, like, a more to the show tape that is lost. So, yeah. So, if there is more to it, then hopefully the rest of the show tape will be found someday, and then we can hear Bubba singing Happy Together by the Turtles. That'd be neat. And, like, well, although, like, you know, he sounds the exact same as Fats to me, I still like his voice. I think Bert is a very good voice actor. I'm pretty sure he has passed away, though, so that's sad. I'm not sure when, but yeah. But yeah, Bubba's pretty cool. I think the fact that he has so much, like, movability and whatever, definitely saves him, like, because although he's just a gorilla, he doesn't look exciting visually, like, just normally, he moves a lot, and I think that makes him a lot cooler, than he would have been normally. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite, like, miscellaneous creative engineering animatronics. But yeah. That's all I have to say for now. So yeah, I'm gonna link all the sources, and I'm gonna link, because Schemes24601 has a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna link that in the description. I'm gonna link all a bunch of stuff in the description, and the show tape that is currently available of Bubba's. So yeah, that's all I have to say for now. So bye. I'll talk to you later, and have a good whatever day it is when I'm uploading this, or when you're watching this. So yeah, bye-bye.